2,700, 30 pounds. We got a little Sportsman 200 couples camping rear bathroom front walk around bed little camper here at HaylettRV of Coldwater, Michigan. This is a single axle little mini camper made for either simpler, more modest camping or reduced capacity vehicles. It is narrow bodied, 7.5 wide, so that it is easier to see around. I do always still recommend towing extension mirrors. Late model, gently used, well kept. The folks just, whoa, about twisted my ankle there on these loose rocks. Folks just decided it was time to upgrade. Sticker's still on the spare tire, so that's obviously never been used. They were Michigan residents. They did some shopping around, found us, thought we were a reputable place, and came down and did a late model swap out with us. Late model swaps are an especially important thing to recognize because it means that the dealer obviously took care of people, because late model swaps are a little more challenging on the financial end of things, so we obviously work close with these guys. Now these are 14-inch tires, not 13s. I like to point that out because some of these smaller campers had historically run on smaller tires, this not being one of those. Walking inside, we've got a very clean, bright, light decor. All the windows do help that. This is a very simple series trailer. This is most definitely a camper, not an RV. It is base level in amenities, in features and equipment. But not everybody needs a Taj Mahal to just go weekend camping. If you're going to be like a little national park off the beaten path camper, you don't need something big and fancy. This will take care of you. Like, these don't necessarily look fancy instead of drawers, but you know what? They're extremely cost effective, and they're actually just very effective, period. So why not? Like the cabinet doors. They look nondescript. They're not the fanciest looking cabinet doors, but you know what? They keep that cereal in there just as good as anything else, and they do a fine job. I mentioned the carpetless, easy cleaning type thing. I do like this countertop extension. That was added aftermarket. That was not standard, but it is awesome that it's there. The overhead space here actually does wrap around through here, if you notice. So there is a pretty substantial overhead compartment as well. If you feel like adding a TV, previous owner did not, this is the place that is best suited to do that. This being in residential terms, what you call a stick-built wall, there's studs you can tap into for a big heavy-duty TV mount. Now, this is built with dry camping in mind. It has smaller holding tanks than a bigger camper. So if you are dry camping where you don't have water hookup, you need to use the little sinks so that use smaller amounts of water. Perfect. It doesn't look like they ever really cook much in here. This is a 5 cubic foot fridge freezer, and there is a small freezer in it. And this is a wall mount AC, which is kind of handy because it means that you have a lower overall exterior height. So if you are going to try to park this in a barn, in a garage, or something like that, this is an easier camper to do that with. Matching the overhead cabinetry over here, again with plain but effective cabinet doors. And I do like that we have no pedestals on that two-person dining table right there. Now, they could have gone with a bigger dining situation. Some campers do that. But being no slides, they went with the very modest, like, 2 single-person seaters, because really, this is a couples camper, so you don't need a 4-person dinette. That means that this is bigger and more open and wide in here. And little details like that, like where they shave down on this, but it's still effective, it's what helps keep the weight down. Equivalent models from other brands, I've often seen in the 2,900 pound range. So little decisions like that help them shave about 200 pounds out of this from what it could have been. Never hurts, especially if you have very limited tow capacity. Now, I noticed this panel doesn't match because it doesn't take a genius to spot that. I believe that is something that they put in there as a replacement for like an access panel to something like, like a water heater or something down here. Big closet over here too. And I like this style of hanger. It doesn't look fancy, but it's actually my favorite because it's more effective. It keeps hangers in their spot instead of like a clothing rod where where clothes can slide going down the road. Pretty simple and straightforward. Easy walk around bed. I wouldn't be surprised if you want to upgrade the mattress. One of the cost saving measures here is that they actually just went with a bed sized bunk mattress. It's not a real bed mattress, but you know what? There's nothing wrong with it either. If you put a little egg crate foam topper on it, you're probably going to be just fine. And you do enjoy the benefit of those side stands, and you do have that full storage under the bed as well. And I do like that they kept overhead storage here. Now, I'm looking at this. Oh, I see what they did. I see some screw holes here. These cabinet doors used to open the other way. They used to swing to the middle of the trailer, and they flipped it so that it swings over this way. So there are 4 screw holes there, but you know what? There's nothing wrong with where they're at either. It's not hurting anything. That's why it's used. That's why you're getting used money. You're not paying new money for it. Not a bad. So this is the RV equivalent of a late model, low mile car. Enjoy. Take care. Stay safe. Have fun. Happy camping, everyone.